My beloved child, you found this message for Aries not by luck, not by chance, but by destiny. The winds of the world have tried to scatter you out, to confuse you, to make you forget. But I am here to speak truth to your wandering heart. What I have to say could restore what you thought was lost forever. If you stay with me, every word will serve as a light through your darkness. You are not forgotten, you are not forsaken. This message is a gift. Open your heart and receive it. The answers have always been calling now. They are roaring, will you listen? You are here for a reason. You are exactly where you're meant to be, at the feet of the one who still works miracles. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. What I'm about to tell you isn't just a word of encouragement. It's a divine answer to the deepest cries of your heart. What if I told you that the miracle you've been praying for has already begun? That even in the quiet, I've been setting the stage for your breakthrough? But here's what you need to know. If you miss this moment, you risk spending another season lost in the dark, still full of doubt, still burdened, still afraid. I've brought you here because this message is unlike any other you've heard. This isn't just wishful thinking. This is the voice of your Creator, who knows your name, understands your pain, and is ready to do what no one else can. Child, lean in close. This moment is sacred. My voice is cutting through the confusion that has clouded your mind. You've been striving, searching, and running, and while others may have looked past your tears, I have treasured every single one. I saw you whisper, "God, do you still see me?" And my answer is a powerful, clear echo. I have never once taken my eyes off you. Right now, my spirit is wrapping around you, pressing close to your soul to remind you that you are not forgotten, you are not alone, and you are not without hope. You've cried out for clarity, and I'm giving it to you now. The miracle you asked for isn't delayed by accident. It's being perfectly timed. I am never late, and I am never idle. My plans are active, even in your moments of stillness. Every pain, every period of waiting, and every unanswered question has been woven into a beautiful tapestry, more wonderful than you could ever imagine. Yes, I have heard every single one of your prayers. The desperate ones, the ones whispered through gritted teeth and sleepless nights. I have not turned away. My silence wasn't a punishment, it was protection. My waiting wasn't a delay, it was preparation. Your trembling faith has been powerful enough to move my hand. You have survived things that should have broken you, not because you were strong on your own, but because I was your strength when you had none left. That is why you are still standing. That is why your heart, despite its heaviness, still holds on to the hope of my promise. And now I'm calling you to believe again. Not just to believe in me, but to believe that what I have for you is good. The plans I made for you before the world began are still in effect. They haven't expired. They haven't been taken back. They haven't been lessened by your mistakes or slowed by your weakness. They are whole and ready. But listen carefully. This is more important than you can imagine. This is not just about feeling inspired or comforted. This is about your destiny. If you ignore this moment, if you let it pass you by, you risk getting stuck in cycles I never intended for you to repeat. You'll stay trapped by fears meant to be conquered and held back by chains I have already broken. That is why my message is so urgent. I will shake the heavens to get through to your heart. The stakes are high, not just for you, but for all the lives that will be changed by your story. The miracle I am sending you is not just your answer, it's their hope too. This is what makes my message different. I'm not offering empty cliches or fleeting motivational words. I am giving you truth. I am offering you the supernatural. I am inviting you into a relationship built not on your performance, but on your surrender. I don't want you to impress me with your strength. I want you to allow me to become your strength. This journey was never meant to be walked in your own power. It was designed for us to walk hand in hand. So let go. Let go of the fear that whispers, "What if it never happens?" Let go of the shame that says you don't deserve it. Let go of the pressure to have it all together. Come to me with your true, honest needs. I am not afraid of your brokenness. I welcome it. I welcome you. And I promise, by my very name, that anyone who comes to me in faith will not be turned away. This is the moment when your faith becomes a fire, your trust becomes a testimony, your prayer becomes a power, and your surrender becomes a victory. Don't focus on the size of your need. Focus on the size of your God. I have parted oceans. I have fed thousands. I have raised the dead. I have not changed. I will do it again. I will do it for you. Right now, let my peace settle over your heart. Let my words push back the anxiety that has been clawing at your mind. I am here and I am actively at work. I haven't left you to figure things out on your own. I am your light in the darkness, the fire in your soul, and the hand that holds you steady when everything else is shaking. I know you are weary. I know you've been fighting unseen battles. I know you've wondered if your prayers even matter anymore. But I need you to know this. You are not just surviving. You are being molded. Every scar is a sign of my protection. Every delay is a layer of my provision. Every storm is teaching you how to stand when the winds are strongest. And soon you will rise, not just healed, but transformed. Not just blessed, but bold. So believe again, hope again, dream again. The miracle is already on its way. The breakthrough has already started. I am aligning people, places, and moments so that you can step into my promise. Nothing has been wasted. Nothing has been overlooked. Nothing is beyond redemption. I am your Redeemer, your Restorer, your resurrection. And I say to you now, get ready. This is not just a comforting word, it is a call to action. Step forward. Walk in faith. Don't look back. The door that once closed will open again, and this time you will walk through it in victory, not in fear. This time you are not going alone. I am with you. I will fight for you. I will provide for you. You have stood on the edge long enough, looking at promises that seem just out of reach. But now I, the Lord your God, am telling you to step into what I have spoken over your life. This is not the time to retreat. This is not the season to doubt what I have already confirmed. I have set an open door before you that no one can shut. I have cleared your path. Even if you still see obstacles, you don't need perfect conditions to start. You don't need all the answers before you obey. You only need to trust me. I never asked you to understand the plan, only to follow me. Let me show you what happens when your obedience meets my divine power. Chains will fall, walls will collapse, and water will part. These miracles aren't just ancient stories. They are a living reality for those who dare to believe. And you, my child, are chosen to see my glory in this life. I am strengthening you with a new boldness. Not a prideful boldness, but one that is rooted in faith. Boldness that stands up when fear tries to silence your voice. Boldness that stays firm when others fall. Boldness that speaks life in a world full of despair. You've asked, how much longer, Lord? How much more can I take? Listen to me. This isn't a punishment. It's preparation. I've been forging you in the fire, not to destroy you, but to refine you. Every hardship has been a chisel, shaping the masterpiece of your calling. Every loss has created space for something greater. I allow pruning not to lessen your value, but to multiply your fruit. There are seeds you planted in seasons past, sown with tears and watered by prayer, that are now starting to sprout. The harvest is close. Don't stop now. Don't pull back. You've looked at others' journeys and wondered why theirs seem easier, faster, and more celebrated. But what I am doing in you cannot be rushed. I am not building a temporary structure. I am laying a foundation that will withstand any pressure. The destiny I am birthing through you is significant. It needs to be nurtured, protected, and matured. That is why it has taken time. That is why it has cost you so much. But know this, I am a faithful rewarder. I see every private act of obedience, every secret battle, every silent yes you've given me, and I will honor it. A shift is happening in the spiritual world. Things are moving for you, even if you can't see it yet. My angels are on assignment. My hand is extended. The winds are changing direction. I am calling you to respond with faith, not fear. The enemy has tried to paralyze you with doubt, convincing you that you've missed your chance, that you're not enough, that I have forgotten you. But those are lies straight from hell. I am the God who never forgets. I remember your name. I remember your faith. I remember every promise I made to you, and I fully intend to keep it. Look up. This is not the end of your story. In fact, it is the beginning of a brand new chapter. The pages are turning, and what's ahead will redeem everything that's behind you. The sorrow you've endured will become the anointing oil for your life. The disappointments will fuel your drive. I am turning your pain into power, your mourning into dancing, and your delays into acceleration. You will see what I have promised. You will hold what you have prayed for. And when it happens, you will know that it was me. I am also calling you to a deeper level of faith. No more surface-level belief, no more half-hearted commitment. I want all of you. Not just your prayers when you're desperate, but your devotion when you are surrendering. I want to walk with you every day, not just be a last resort in a crisis. I want to be your first thought in the morning and your last whisper at night. Not because I need you, but because you need me. Your soul was created for a deep connection with me. Nothing in this world will ever satisfy the ache in your heart. That space is for me alone. Come closer, closer than your fear, closer than your comfort zone. I want you to step out of the boat like Peter did, not because the water is calm, but because I've called you to. Faith isn't found in safety. It is born in surrender. Let me take your hand and teach you how to walk on waves. Let me show you that the very thing that scares you most is the place where I will show my strength. This is your moment. Heaven is paying attention. My spirit is stirring within you. My power is available right now, not just for others, but for you. You don't have to wait for someone more spiritual, more mature, or more worthy. I have chosen you with all your flaws, doubts, and weaknesses, because I don't call the qualified, I qualify the called. And you, my child, are called. So declare it now. With trembling faith, with a whisper or a shout, declare that you will believe again, you will trust again, and you will walk with me even when you can't see the path. Say it aloud so your heart can hear. I will not give up. I will not turn back. I will walk into my promise with the strength of the Lord. For it is not by your own strength or power, but by my Spirit, says the Lord. You are being equipped, not just to survive, but to overcome, to lead, to restore, and to shine. And I will not rest until my entire plan for you is revealed. So stand firm. The fire won't consume you. The waters won't drown you. You are walking through this, not to stay, but to testify. And on the other side, a joy beyond words is waiting for you. Listen carefully, my beloved child. This isn't just inspiration, it's instruction. I'm not just speaking to your feelings. I am speaking to the very core of who you are. I am shaping your identity and grounding your confidence, not in how you feel, but in what I have declared. Your feelings will come and go like waves on the sea, but my truth is like an immovable mountain. That is why I have brought you to this moment, because it's time for you to stop letting your emotions control your decisions and to start letting my word anchor your soul. You have spent too long being influenced by what others think. One word of rejection, and you doubt your worth. One closed door, and you wonder if you've been forgotten. But I am telling you now, you are not defined by human voices. You are defined by the voice of your Father, who formed you with his own hands and called you to an eternal purpose. I see beyond your current struggles. I see the warrior I created within you. I see the vessel of fire and light that I am raising up in the midst of darkness. You might think, but I'm too broken, too tired, too flawed. And I tell you this, I do my best work through broken vessels. I specialize in using those who feel the most disqualified. Didn't I use Moses, who stuttered? Didn't I use David, who failed? Didn't I use Mary, who was young and unknown? I choose the ones the world overlooks, and I pour out my glory in ways they never imagined. You are next. I have not passed you by. I have not ignored your faithfulness in the quiet moments. I know how difficult it has been, the sleepless nights, the days when your prayers felt like they were bouncing off silent walls. But child, I was there. I was holding back forces you couldn't see. I was protecting you from battles you weren't ready for. And now, I am bringing you into a season of visibility, not for fame, but for a specific purpose. I am not promoting you for popularity. I am positioning you for purpose. This new season isn't about being seen by others. It's about being used by me. But be aware, there will be opposition. There will be distractions. The enemy won't just stand by while you step into your calling. He will whisper lies. He will stir up doubt. He will use people you know to create confusion and fear. Don't listen to them. Don't be swayed. Keep your eyes on me. I have already gone ahead of you. I have already equipped you. I have already decided the outcome. You will overcome. As you step out in faith, you will start to see the evidence. Small signs at first. A peace that makes no sense. A clarity that pushes away confusion. Doors that were once stuck will swing open by an unseen hand. People you never expected will reach out to support you. Opportunities you didn't even ask for will appear at your feet. These are not coincidences. They are my confirmations. I am fulfilling my word to you, one step at a time. But I want more than just your obedience. I want your attention. Don't move so quickly that you miss me. Don't get so busy doing things for me that you forget to simply be with me. Nothing is more important than my presence. That's where your power comes from. That's where your peace is born. That's where your heart is healed. I want to be more than just a place of safety for you. I want to be your home. Let me show you what true strength looks like. It isn't loud or arrogant. It is steady and deeply rooted. It doesn't fall apart when the winds blow. You will become that kind of strong. I will make you unshakable. But first, you must learn to rest. Not just your body, but your spirit. Rest in my promises. Rest in my provision. Rest in my timing. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are right where you need to be for me to do what only I can do. You will start to see changes in your home, your relationships, and your finances. Not because of luck, but because you are aligning with me. You are aligning your heart with heaven, and heaven is responding. The atmosphere around you is shifting. My spirit is hovering over your life, ready to breathe life back into every dry and dead thing. The very areas you thought were beyond hope are the places where I will perform my greatest miracles. But don't just believe for yourself. Believe for your family. Believe for your children. Believe for the generations that will follow you. The seeds you are planting now, seeds of prayer, faith, and righteousness, will grow into a legacy. What I am doing in you will not end with you. It will create a ripple effect, breaking generational curses and releasing generational blessings. Let this truth sink deep into your soul. You have been chosen to be the turning point in your family line, the one who thinks differently, speaks differently, loves differently, and believes differently. Not because you are better, but because you have surrendered to me. I placed you in this time, in this family, in this generation on purpose. You are not random. You are not misplaced. You are a strategic part of my plan. Heaven's plan includes you, and no force of darkness can erase what I have written for your life. So rise up, not with arrogance, but with authority. Speak my word, declare my promises, and prophesy over the barren parts of your life. Call into existence the things that do not yet exist. Watch as my spirit breathes life into everything you touch. You are stepping into a season of divine favor, not because you earned it, but because you believed. And for those who believe, everything is possible. My beloved, take a moment and let this truth sink in. I am not just the God of beginnings, I am the God of completion. I never leave anything unfinished. What I have started in you will not die halfway through. My word over your life is living, active, and unbreakable. You may not feel strong right now, but that doesn't change my plans. True strength isn't the absence of weakness. It's the presence of my power within you. And I declare over you now, you are being made strong from the inside out. Yes, I see the silent battles you fight, the wars in your mind where doubt rises up like a flood, threatening everything you've dared to believe. The enemy knows he can't steal your calling, so he tries to poison your confidence. He whispers lies in your heart. You're not good enough. You've failed too many times. You've missed your chance. But my truth shatters those lies. You are enough because I am enough in you. You are forgiven. You are chosen. You are sealed with a purpose. Do not let your past speak louder than my promise. The shame that lingers and the regrets that haunt you, bring them to me. I am not afraid of your truth. I already know it. What you confess, I will cover. What you surrender, I will redeem. I never called you to be perfect. I called you to be real. Real with me. Real in your pursuit of me. Real in your dependence on me. That is the kind of heart I bless. That is the heart I live in. You've tried to hold yourself together with your own strength, but I am inviting you to fall into my arms. There is no safer place. There is no more stable refuge. Let me be your source. You don't have to impress me. You don't have to strive. You only need to trust. My love isn't based on your performance. It's based on a covenant. My commitment to you is eternal. Even when you've doubted me, I have never doubted who I created you to be. Let me remind you who you are. You are my beloved. You are made in my image. You are a carrier of my spirit. When I see you, I see a promise wrapped in potential. I see destiny unfolding. I see a testimony in the making. Yes, the fire has been hot. The pressure has been intense. But that is what happens in a refining process. I'm not burning you. I'm burning away everything that was never meant to be a part of you. I'm removing false identities, toxic ways of thinking, and old wounds that have kept you trapped for too long. Because where I am taking you, you cannot bring the baggage of fear. You cannot carry the burden of needing approval. You cannot build with the bricks of insecurity. I am rebuilding your foundation. I am renewing your mind. I am healing the inner places you forgot needed restoration. As I do this, you will start to walk differently, not with pride, but with peace, not with arrogance, but with assurance. You will start to speak differently, not from fear, but from faith, not with hesitation, but with holy boldness. Don't be surprised when old doors no longer open. Don't mourn over relationships I have ended. Some things weren't rejection, they were protection. I know what you need, and I know what would have destroyed you. Stop chasing what I have already removed. Stop grieving over what I have already closed. I'm not trying to take things away from you. I am preparing to give you something greater. Things that are in perfect alignment with my will for your life. This journey you're on may not be easy, but it is necessary. Every single step, every delay, every tear, and every victory is leading you toward the fulfillment of my promise. I never waste your pain. I never skip the process. I never rush perfection. What I am forming in you will have eternal value. It will not just bless you, it will bless others through you. You are becoming a vessel that carries hope, healing, and truth. But there is one more thing I want you to understand. I'm not just preparing you for a breakthrough. I'm preparing you to handle it well. Many people ask for miracles, but few are ready to carry them. I am teaching you how to manage the blessings when they come. I am building discipline in your spirit, not to hold you back, but to set you free. I am asking you to pray more deeply, not to burden you, but to empower you. I am calling you to wake up early to seek my face, not for a ritual, but for a revelation. In those quiet moments where no one else can see, that is where I will speak the loudest. In the stillness, you will hear my strategy. In the secret place, you will gain the strength for the public battles ahead. Do not underestimate the value of those hidden moments. The world may not see them, but I do. Heaven is watching, taking note, and will reward you. Not a single act of obedience is wasted. Not a single whisper of worship is unheard. You are building up treasures that are far beyond what you can see. So guard your heart, guard your time, guard your inner world. You are in a holy season of transition. This is not the time to be distracted. This is not the time to be casual with your calling. You are carrying too much importance. You have come too far. Stay alert, stay focused, stay close to me, because what is coming next will require your full attention, and it will be worth every sacrifice. My hand is on you. My spirit is within you. My angels are all around you. You are covered. You are called. You are chosen. Walk forward in this truth. I will never leave you, never abandon you, and I will never stop working all things together for your good. Let me speak directly to that hidden part of your soul, the part that smiles on the outside but cries in secret. I know that place well, because I have never stopped dwelling near your heart, even when you felt unworthy of my presence. I saw the nights you collapsed from exhaustion, not just from physical tiredness, but from a weary soul. You've been stretched thin, not because you are weak, but because you've been pouring out from a place that needed to be refilled. But hear me now, my child. I am your source. Come and drink deeply from me. Let me replenish what life and struggle have drained from you. I am not a distant God watching from a distance. I am the very breath you breathe, the whisper in your quiet moments, the warmth on your coldest nights. Even when you don't feel me, I am here. Especially then, I am closer than your next thought. I am the calm between your chaotic moments. I am the steady rock beneath your shaking feet. And now I am calling you into a season of renewal, a divine restoration, not just for your circumstances, but for your soul. You have given so much to others. You have encouraged, comforted, supported, and sacrificed. You have stood in the gap for others. But now I am standing in the gap for you. It is your turn to be filled up. It is your time to receive. I am restoring joy where sorrow once drained it. I am giving your hope new life. I am breathing courage into your weary heart. This is not selfish, it is preparation. Because those who pour into others must also be refilled themselves. And I take care of my own. So stop feeling guilty for needing rest. Rest is holy. Even I, the creator of heaven and earth, rested on the seventh day. Not because I was tired, but to set a divine pattern. You were not created to run endlessly on empty. I didn't form you to live in burnout and exhaustion. I made you to operate from a place of overflow. So now I pour into you grace like rain, peace like a river, and love like fire. Let me silence the voice of guilt that tells you to keep working. I am not impressed by how busy you are. I am moved by your surrender. I long for those moments when you sit quietly with me without an agenda, without pretense, just to be with me. That is when I speak most clearly. That is when your heart aligns with my heart. That is when your spirit hears the whisper it has been longing for. I know there were seasons when your prayers felt empty, when worship felt forced, and when my word felt far away. That did not offend me. I understand the weariness of the human heart. I saw you show up anyway. I watched you choose me, even when it didn't feel like a burning passion. That kind of faith moves heaven. That kind of loyalty is sacred to me. You didn't know it, but those quiet, faithful moments were building altars, places of remembrance that I will now honor by pouring out my blessing. You see, I am a God who never forgets devotion. Every tear you shed in private, every sacrifice you made in silence, every prayer you spoke through clenched lips, I have recorded every single one. And now I will answer. Now I will act. Now I will release the rain. The dry ground of your life is becoming fruitful again. The barren places are starting to sing once more. What you thought was dead is being resurrected. What you gave up on is coming back around, this time wrapped in my glory. And yes, child, you will know it is me. You will recognize it because the peace that comes with it will be unmistakable. The favor will be undeniable. The alignment will be supernatural. You won't have to force it or manipulate it. Everything that comes from me will arrive with confirmation, clarity, and courage. You will walk into it with holy boldness, not hesitation. But hear this. Do not forget me when it arrives. Don't let the blessing pull you away from the one who blessed you. Don't let answered prayers replace your intimate prayers. Remember who sustained you in the wilderness. Remember who whispered hope to you when the world was silent. Let every victory bring you back to my feet in worship, not away in comfort. Because I'm not just interested in giving you things. I want to give you myself. My greatest gift to you is not a miracle. It is me, my presence, my friendship, my spirit living inside you. When you learn to value my presence more than any promise, you will step into an unshakable peace. When storms rage, you will remain calm. When the enemy roars, you will stand firm, because you will know that no matter what changes around you, I do not change, and I am with you. Let me tell you what is coming. Days of laughter where there was mourning, rooms filled with praise where there was heaviness, conversations that bring healing, connections that carry destiny, provision from unexpected places, a harvest from seeds that you thought were long forgotten, and you will testify. You will say, "The Lord has been good to me, He has done what He promised," and those around you will see it. They will ask, "How did this happen?" And you will answer, "By the hand of my God." Because this is not the result of chance. This is the fruit of our covenant. I made you a promise, and I do not break my word. You held on through the pain, you trusted through the silence, you kept walking through the valley, and now, my child, a table is being set for you in front of your enemies. The anointing oil is being poured upon your head. Your cup is beginning to overflow. Stay with me. Keep your heart open. Keep your eyes lifted. The best is not behind you. It is ahead, and I am already waiting for you there. Now, let me bring you into an even deeper place, my beloved. You have known me as your provider, your comfort in hard times. But now I want to show you another side of me. Your strategist, your divine counselor, who not only heals what is broken, but also charts the path forward. I don't want you to wander anymore, making decisions out of fear or desperation. I want to lead you with clarity. My spirit is not a vague feeling or a fleeting impression. He is your guide, your compass, your teacher. And if you learn to follow His voice, you will no longer stumble through the darkness. You will move with precision and power. This next season requires you to be sensitive to my leading. That means you must be willing to let go of what looks good in order to pursue what I have divinely appointed. Not every open door comes from me. Not every offer is a blessing. The enemy knows how to disguise a distraction as an opportunity. That is why I am training you to have better spiritual discernment. I am sharpening your spiritual senses so you can test every spirit, every motive, every voice, and walk only on the path I have chosen for you. Your destiny is too precious to be wasted on detours. To do this, you must embrace stillness. The world screams for your attention, but I speak in whispers. If you are always in a rush, always anxious, you will miss me. I refuse to compete with the noise. I speak in peace, not pressure. I lead with light, not manipulation. So slow down. Make time for me in your mornings. Invite me into your decisions. Allow me to interrupt your daily routines. I am not a God of chaos. I am a God of divine order. When you align with me, confusion will disappear. You will start to notice how my spirit guides you. Small impressions that carry great weight. I will remind you of people to pray for, places to go, and words to speak. I will alert you when danger is near and give you wisdom that is beyond your natural understanding. This is not a fantasy. This is the life I have called you to live. a supernatural life marked by a deep relationship with me. Miracles are not just for a select few. They are the natural result of walking with the miracle worker. And yes, you will need courage, because what I am calling you into will test the limits of your faith. I will ask you to take steps even when you can't see the whole staircase. I will prompt you to bless others even when your own hands feel empty. I will stretch you beyond your comfort zone, not to punish you, but to prove to you that I am your ultimate source. I am not just trying to change your life. I am trying to reveal my nature through your life. Do you understand that? You are a living testimony. You are my chosen vessel. That is why the opposition has been so fierce. That is why you have felt misunderstood, isolated, and even attacked. The enemy is afraid of what you are becoming. He doesn't fight what isn't a threat. But every time you chose faith over fear, worship over worry, and obedience over popular opinion, you gained ground in the spiritual world. You have torn down strongholds. You have pushed back the darkness, and now I am giving you a new level of authority, not just for your own victory, but to set others free. I am calling you to be a carrier of my presence, a voice of hope and a light in the shadows. You will walk into rooms and change the atmosphere, not because of your words, but because of my power resting on you. I will confirm your steps with signs and wonders. I will use your voice to break chains. I will place healing in your hands, not for show, but for service. But remember this: authority comes from surrender. If you want my power, you must walk in my ways. That means purity, humility, and integrity, even when no one is watching. I am not impressed by talent. I am drawn to character. I can use anyone who is willing, but I entrust greater things to those who are faithful. So stay humble, stay teachable, and stay pure before me. I'm not raising you to be a star. I'm raising you to be a servant. And in my kingdom, the greatest is the servant. You will impact more lives through compassion than through charisma. You will change more hearts through truth than through temporary trends. And in the end, when you stand before me, I will not ask how many followers you had, but how many lives you touched in my name. So walk humbly, love deeply, speak boldly, and above all, stay connected to me. Let your life be a result of your secret time with me. Let your strength come from our communion, not from your performance. You don't need to convince the world of your calling. I have already approved you. Your fruit will speak louder than any defense. Your peace will silence your critics. Your endurance will outlast your enemies. And don't be afraid of small beginnings. Don't look down on the quiet seasons. David was anointed in the fields before he ever faced Goliath. Joseph had dreams in prison before he ruled in the palace. I always prepare my chosen ones in hiddenness before I reveal them to the world. So trust me in the obscurity. Your day of being revealed is coming soon. The time is now when what I have hidden in you will be unveiled. The world will not understand it. Many will be surprised, but I will not be. I knew it all along. I placed it in you. I formed it before you were born, and I will bring it forth for my glory. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. This is not just a new chapter, it is a new dimension. Walk with me, and I will show you wonders you have never imagined. My precious one, it is time for you to rise with a fresh vision. You have waited, you have listened, you have endured, and now the tide is turning. The spiritual battle you faced wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to awaken something divine within you. I allowed the shaking to happen not to scatter you, but to put you in the right place. Every closed door was my hand redirecting you. Every delay was a divine pause to protect my promise to you. And now I say to you, get ready. What you have prayed for is coming, and it will be greater than you ever imagined. I have been writing your story, even in the chapters you wanted to skip. I have used every heartbreak to deepen your compassion, every failure to ground your humility, and every setback to sharpen your faith. And now the ink of my promise is marking this season with restoration. What was lost will be given back. What was broken will be rebuilt. What was barren will become fruitful again, not by your own strength or wisdom, but by my Spirit, moving with purpose and love on your behalf. The world will call it a lucky break, but you will know it was my divine timing. They will see the fruit, but you will know the root. You have been hidden, but not forgotten. I have watched you weep over the dreams I gave you. I have heard the deep groans of your spirit when you couldn't find the words. I have felt your soul press into me when your circumstances told you to give up. And now I am rewarding that faith, not because I owe you, but because that is who I am. I reward those who seek me with all their hearts. But there is something I need you to understand. This next level will require a higher level of spiritual maturity. The blessings I am releasing will need to be managed well, not just celebrated. I'm not just giving you miracles. I am entrusting you with a mantle of authority. To carry that weight, you must walk in obedience and surrender. This is no longer about just surviving. It is about reigning with me in the authority I have given you. You will no longer just react to life. You will prophesy into it, speaking what is not as though it is, because you are in tune with my heart. You see, I am not looking for perfection. I am looking for alignment. I need your heart to be aligned with mine. I want your motives to be purified by my fire. Because when I elevate you, I do it not for your fame, but for my glory. Your story is about to become a door for others to find freedom. Your voice will carry weight, not because it is loud, but because it is full of truth. And truth, when spoken in love, carries divine power. You won't just talk about me, you will speak from me. There is an authority in your words that has yet to be released. But first, you must believe that I put it there. Stop doubting what I have already made clear. Stop downplaying what I have already anointed. When you speak my word in faith, mountains move. When you declare my promises in prayer, heaven responds. I am not asking you to speak out of pride. I am calling you to speak from revelation. You have seen too much, learned too much, and survived too much to remain silent. And yes, your healing is still in progress. There are still places in your heart that ache, still struggle, still question. I am not upset with you. I am not disappointed in your process. Healing is not a straight line. It happens in layers. And I am with you in every layer. Sometimes I heal instantly. Other times, I walk you through the pain so you can understand my closeness in a way you never would have in comfort. Do not look down on this process. Every tear, every trembling breath, every moment you felt me closer than your pain, these are sacred moments. They are milestones of my mercy. You don't have to pretend to be completely healed when you're still in the process. You don't have to pretend to be strong when you feel fragile. I am not looking for a perfect performance. I want an honest conversation with you. Come to me messy, come to me confused, come to me with joy or with tears. Just come. I will meet you right there in your reality, and I will turn it into restoration. As I restore you, I will also restore your household. You have been carrying burdens for your family, praying and believing when others gave up. I have heard your prayers. I am moving through them like a river, softening hearts, opening eyes, and awakening destinies. Your children are not lost. Your marriage is not beyond repair. Your home will become a place where my presence lives. Peace will replace the chaos. Joy will burst forth where sorrow once lingered. I am doing a new thing, and it starts with you. But don't stop praying. Don't stop planting seeds of faith. Your consistency is powerful. Every time you choose to believe, to forgive, to speak life, you are planting something in the spiritual realm. And I, the Lord of the harvest, will bring the increase. You are not wasting your prayers. You are not praying into emptiness. Heaven is responding. Angels are moving. Chains are breaking. Strongholds are falling. I see your heart, and I know your hope. I am telling you now, you are closer than you think. The clouds are parting, the light is shining, the page is turning. Keep walking, keep trusting, keep watching, because soon you will look back and say, that was the moment everything changed. That was when God turned it all around. Come even closer now, my child, and listen to the deepest part of my heart for you. You have believed in me through the storms. Now I will show you what it means to walk in the peace after the storm. But even this peace is not empty. It is preparation. You are entering a time of divine transition, and every step you take is filled with divine purpose. I am not a God of random events. I am the God of holy orchestration. Everything is lining up. Everything is being built, and everything I have promised you is starting to become visible. But I want you to understand this. My blessings aren't just answers to prayer. They are a sacred trust. When I give with a purpose. I am placing something in your hands that I have been preparing for generations. You are not just receiving something. You are a carrier of a legacy. What I am doing through you will have an impact far beyond your lifetime. This is not just about you. It's about every soul that your obedience will touch, every life your perseverance will inspire, and every heart that your faith will lead back to me. So walk in a way that honors the calling you have received, not with perfection, but with purpose. Do not back down now. Do not let insecurity or shame convince you to give up on what I have already said is yours. You have spent too much time asking me to repeat what I have already confirmed. Now it is time to act. The vision I have placed in your spirit is not just a dream. It is a prophecy. I am calling you to speak it out. Plan for it. Prepare for it. You may not see the full picture, but I have given you the next step. Take it. That one step of faith will unlock doors that logic cannot. I am awakening a divine courage within you, the kind of courage that refuses to be controlled by fear or delay. The kind of courage that stands up even when no one else is cheering, even when no one is supporting you, even when the cost is high. Because this is not a performance, it is an assignment. You are not here to please people. You are here to honor my voice. When you do, heaven will support you. My angels will go before you. My spirit will speak through you. My favor will surround you like a shield. Don't be afraid to walk alone. There will be times when I ask you to step into situations without needing anyone's approval, to speak words that feel bigger than you, to believe for things that seem impossible. That is where I shine brightest. That is where my power is revealed. That is where you will discover what it means to be carried by my grace. You are not walking alone. You are walking with me, and I never fail. I am bringing people into your life for this journey. Kingdom connections, divine partnerships, people who will pray for you, mentors who will speak life into you, and friends who will walk with you in your purpose. I am replacing old connections with new ones. Don't fight the change. Some relationships were for a season. They served their purpose, and now it is time to let them go with love. The new people I bring into your life will multiply your fruit. They will not compete with your calling. They will complement it. As I bring new voices into your life, I will also strengthen your ability to discern. You will know who is truly for you and who is just pretending. You will not be deceived or manipulated. I will give you eyes to see and ears to hear. What once confused you will become clear. You will walk in wisdom, not uncertainty. You will make decisions with peace, not pressure. And everything you touch will carry the mark of my presence. I am also calling you to a deeper level of consecration. You cannot live like everyone else, not because you are better, but because you are set apart for me. My anointing on your life requires purity, holiness, and focus. There are things others can do that you cannot. There are paths they can take that I will not allow for you. That is not a punishment, it is protection. I am saving you for something greater. Trust me, even when it feels lonely, your anointing is precious. It was formed through pain, perseverance, and praise. Don't waste it carelessly. Don't give it to those who won't value it. Learn to guard what is sacred. Learn to protect your peace. Learn to step away when you need to refuel in my presence. You are not a machine, you are a vessel, and a vessel must be filled before it can overflow. So come back to me every day. Let me fill you again and again. I am not finished with your story, not even close. The best pages are still being written, and they will be marked not by striving, but by surrender, not by pressure, but by power, not by fear, but by faith. You will look back and see how every season made sense. You will see how I used everything, even the things that hurt, to build something beautiful. So lift your eyes and stand tall. I am clothing you with strength and dignity. I am placing a crown of favor on your head. I am releasing a fresh vision, a fresh anointing, and a fresh fire into your soul. This is your time, not to be seen but to be sent, not to be praised but to be poured out, not to arrive but to arise. My beloved, this is the moment where everything comes together. The prayers you whispered through tears, the faith you held on to in silence, the obedience you clung to when no one was watching, it is all leading to a divine revelation. The atmosphere around your life is full of anticipation because I am about to publicly display what I have been quietly building in you. This is the result of your hidden work. This is the season where what I planted in secret will bloom for all to see. But let me remind you of this. Success must always lead you back to gratitude. Don't let your breakthrough cause you to turn away from the source. Stay grounded in humility, because pride is a subtle thief. It steals your wonder, it dulls your dependence on me, and it silences the awe you once felt in my presence. I don't want your worship to be replaced by a performance. I want your heart to stay as soft as it was in the difficult times, because in that brokenness, I was able to pour my richest blessings. The miracle that is coming is not a reward for being perfect. It is proof of my goodness. I bless you not because you have earned it, but because you trust me. Faith is the currency of heaven, and your unwavering faith has moved mountains in the spiritual world. I am doing things for you that you don't even know to ask for. I am lining up the details, redirecting people, and arranging moments to come together for your good. And when it all happens, you won't say, "Look what I did." You will say, "Surely the Lord did this for me." But also know this, I am not just interested in your personal breakthrough. I am after a generational impact. Your children and their children will walk in the blessing I am releasing now. The generational curses that tried to trap your family have been broken because you dared to believe, because you said yes in the middle of your pain, because you chose my voice over the noise. I will honor your obedience with a legacy of righteousness. Watch closely as I begin to redeem time. The years you thought were wasted will be restored with interest. I will bring you into a season of acceleration. Things that used to take years will now happen in months. What once felt delayed will arrive suddenly, and you will know it was my perfect timing all along. Don't be surprised when things start to move quickly. This is my doing. Stay ready. Keep your heart focused on faith. Keep your hands open to receive. And as I bring increase, remember to be generous. What I place in your hands is not just for you, it is to bless others. You will become a river of provision, not a container of possessions. Let your life be a flowing source of giving, of your time, your words, your kindness, your resources. I am raising you up to be a channel of my compassion. The same comfort I gave you in your hardest moments, you will now carry to those who are hurting. You are not just a survivor, you are a healer, a builder, and a restorer of broken walls. Even in your weakness, I will use you, especially in your weakness, because when the world sees you shine despite your scars, they will ask, "How?" And you will answer, "Because God was with me." That testimony will be more powerful than any sermon. That light will reach deeper than any argument. That love will heal more deeply than any explanation. You will walk in authority because you have walked with me. And when fear tries to come back, when old worries try to knock on your door, remember this: you have been marked by my hand. You are not the person you used to be. You are not bound by what once controlled you. I have broken the chains. I have rewritten your identity. You are clothed in strength, dignity, and destiny. Do not back down. Do not question your place. You belong here. You are called here. You are sent here. I will give you wisdom beyond your years. I will give you insight to solve problems that others can't. I will make you the solution in rooms filled with confusion. People will seek you out, not for your opinions, but for the divine peace that surrounds you. They will feel my presence when you speak, and even if they can't explain it, they will be drawn to it. That is my spirit living in you. You are becoming a sanctuary on the move, and I promise you this: not one drop of your pain will be wasted. Not one season of suffering, not one betrayal, not one moment of abandonment has escaped my sight. I have collected all of it, and I will repay you, not with empty apologies, but with overflowing joy. Not just with healing, but with a harvest. Not just with restoration, but with resurrection. What was dead will live again. What was broken will be made beautiful. So take courage, look up, type yes, if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. You have not missed your moment. You are right on time. You are standing at the edge of a divine unveiling. And I, the Lord your God, am smiling over you. I delight in you. I sing over you. I rejoice in watching you rise. Now, my child, let me speak into the very core of your spirit, where destiny is born and eternity whispers. Everything I have done, everything I have said, and everything I have promised has been leading to this moment. You and I walking together as one. This has always been my greatest desire. Not just that you would know things about me, but that you would know me intimately, personally, every single day. I created you not just for a purpose, but for a relationship with me. And the greatest miracle I could ever give you is myself, my presence, my love, my voice, whispering truth to you in every moment of your journey. As you move forward, hold on to what I have revealed to you. Don't let the enemy steal these seeds of life from your heart. He will try to distract you, discourage you, and knock you off course. But you must stand firm. Remember that the ground you have gained was won in the Spirit, and what I give you, no one can take away. The authority, the anointing, the access, it is all sealed by my blood and protected by my word. Yes, you will still face challenges, but now you will face them as a new person, renewed, refilled, and realigned. You will no longer react from a place of fear. You will respond from a place of faith. You will no longer be crushed by hardship. You will rise with resilience. The things that once intimidated you will now show you the strength I have placed inside you. And you will no longer question your worth because you will know deep down that you belong to me. Let me speak this over you now. You are blessed, not just for now, not with conditions, but forever. You are the leader, not the follower. You are on top, never beneath. You are covered, surrounded, and carried by my grace. The same power that raised Jesus from the dead lives in you. You walk in resurrection power. You walk in my covenant promise. You walk in divine favor. Any doors that need to open, I will open. Anything that needs to be moved, I will move. Anything that needs to be brought back to life, I will breathe life into it again. Don't let anyone's opinion shake what I have spoken. Don't let the difficulties of this season steal the joy of your coming harvest. You have endured, you have grown, and now you are ready. Ready to have influence, ready to share wisdom, ready to see signs and wonders follow your obedience. The time for fear is over. This is the time for a faith that is like fire, pure, all-consuming, and refining. It's time to raise your voice and speak life into the dry places. It's time to lay hands on others and believe for healing. It's time to declare over your home, your job, and your calling. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. I am making your feet firm. I am planting you like a tree by a river of living water. You will not be affected by drought or shaken by the wind. Your roots will go deep. Your fruit will be plentiful. People will come to you for shelter, for nourishment, for wisdom, and you will give, not from a place of lack, but from a place of overflow, because you have learned to drink from me, the living water, and you will never run dry. My child, don't forget the joy of the journey. Don't let the struggles steal your sense of wonder. Don't let your responsibilities bury your worship. I love it when you smile in my presence. I love it when you sing, not because everything is perfect, but because you trust that I am. Keep that heart. Keep that wonder. Let the world see that peace isn't the absence of problems, it's the presence of me. I want your laughter to return. I want your heart to feel light again. You have carried burdens that were never meant for you. Lay them down now. Trust me with the timing, the outcome, and the future. I have already written the end from the beginning, and you will not be disappointed. You will not be ashamed. I will show everyone that your faith was not in vain. I will bless your years with goodness. I will satisfy you with a full life and a lasting legacy. Let your light shine now, not because you are trying to be seen, but because you have finally truly seen me. Let your voice rise not out of fear or a need for control, but out of hope and truth. Let your hands work not out of striving, but out of love. Let your life tell my story, a story of redemption, power, grace, and glory. This is your inheritance, this is your portion, and this is my final word to you in this sacred encounter. I am not done. I never was, and I never will be. I am with you always, today, tomorrow, and forever. Even in silence, I am working. Even in shadows, I am shining. Even in brokenness, I am building. My precious child, you were never meant to live trapped by sorrow. I didn't create your heart to be weighed down by endless grief, or your mind to be a battlefield of despair. I am speaking to you now because I see what others do not, the silent tears, the deep weariness, the constant questions that fill your nights. I am here. I know you, and I have come to tell you to no longer dwell in sorrow. My words bring comfort, and my presence is a balm for every wound. Look to me, for I am the one who breathes life into what is dead and speaks peace into the chaos of your heart. You have heard my voice before. In your quietest moments, you felt my whisper and sensed my closeness, even when doubt clouded your mind. Now I am speaking again, not just to soothe you, but to awaken you. My promises are not empty words. They are anchors, a firm foundation, and an unshakable truth etched into eternity. I have declared a future for you filled with goodness, not harm, a hope that defies logic and miracles that surpass human understanding. I have not forgotten what I spoke. Every word remains, and what I promise I will bring to pass. This will not be by your own might, but by my power and for my glory. You have walked through dark valleys, sometimes believing that joy was for others, but not for you. But I tell you now, that is a lie you must reject. Sadness may visit, but it has no right to stay. Despair may knock, but it is not allowed to take control. Your soul was created for joy. Your spirit was meant to soar. I made you to thrive, not just survive. So let my words silence the noise of fear and anxiety. Let my truth dismantle every falsehood you've ever held on to. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. You are not beyond repair. It is not too late for you. My peace is not fleeting. It doesn't fade with changing circumstances or crumble in a crisis. My peace is a person. I am your peace, and I offer myself to you without hesitation or limit. But to receive me, you must release the burdens you have become accustomed to carrying. Let go of the fear of the future. Surrender the guilt of your past. Lay down the self-hatred, the constant comparison, and the doubt. I cannot fill what you are unwilling to release. But if you truly surrender, I will flood your life with light and overwhelm your darkness with a joy that cannot be described. You've been under attack, not just from your circumstances, but from the whispers of the enemy. He mocks your faith, questions your calling, and laughs at your hope. But remember who you are. You are more than a survivor. You are a warrior. You are not just forgiven, you are chosen. You are not weak, you are filled with divine strength. Each time you speak my word against opposition, you are bringing down giants in the spiritual realm. Every time you choose hope over hopelessness, you are winning unseen battles. You are advancing even when it feels like you're standing still. Do not let your feelings be your guide. Let my word be your compass, not your emotions. Your soul was never meant to be led by fear, but by faith. And faith is not an emotion, it is a choice. Make a decision today to believe, no matter what. Even when you don't see my work, I am working. Even when you don't feel my presence, I am near. Even when your life feels contradictory, my promises are still true. Hold on to them as if they are your very breath. Cling to them as if your life depends on it, because it does. I challenge you now, my child, to rise. Look your pain in the eye and declare, you will not define me. Face your past and say, you no longer have a hold on me. Confront your doubts and proclaim, my God is faithful. Speak my word over your life as the only truth, because it is. Speak life, not death. Hope, not fear. Faith, not despair. With every word, you are building something eternal. Every act of trust is a brick in the house of hope I am constructing for you. And when you feel weak, remember that I am your strength. When you feel overwhelmed, I am your rest. When the path ahead seems impossible, I am the one who creates a way out of nothing. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to carry this burden alone. You simply need to walk with me, one step at a time, one moment at a time, one decision at a time. Trust me enough to follow, even when the way is not clear. I will never lead you into harm. My path leads only to healing, freedom, and purpose. The enemy's voice is loud, but he is a liar. He can't take what I have planned for you unless you hand it over through fear and doubt. Guard your mind, beloved. Be careful with your words. Not everyone can handle your dreams, and not all advice comes from me. Discretion is your shield. Trust is your sword. Faith is your armor. Stay close to me, and I will show you who to trust, when to speak, and when to simply rest in my arms. This moment is not a coincidence. You are not reading this by chance. This is your divine appointment. I am confirming what your spirit has already known. A shift is taking place. The sorrow you have carried is beginning to lift. The war that has raged in your mind is being silenced. You are stepping into a new day, not because everything around you has changed, but because you are changing. Your perspective is being renewed. Your soul is aligning with my truth. And where my truth reigns, freedom always follows. My child, do not give up. Don't settle for less. Don't surrender to discouragement. You have come too far to quit now. My love has carried you, and my love will see this through to the end. You are being prepared for something glorious, something eternal. So breathe, find rest, and lift your hands in praise. I am with you, and I am not finished yet, not even close. My child, now that your heart has been awakened, let me lead you into an even deeper understanding of liberating truth. Sorrow may have been your companion for a time, but it is not your partner for life. Pain may have shaped some of your story's pages, but it will not write the ending. I, the Lord your God, have seen every moment of your pain, every sleepless night, every silent tear, and I am not unmoved. I am not distant. I am the God who cries with you, and the God who pulls you from the grave, back into the land of the living. I speak now to the heaviness that clings to you, the weight you've worn like a second skin. You have held on to sorrow as if it were a part of you. But today I say, take it off. Lay it down at my feet. I never intended for you to carry burdens that are mine to bear. I carried your grief, I bore your sorrows. That is what the cross was for, not only forgiveness but freedom, not just salvation but restoration. I didn't come so you could merely endure life. I came so you could live it in abundance. Don't let your past dictate the amount of joy you believe you are worthy of. I am not just the God who frees you from chains. I am the God who leads you into promise. Do not settle for just surviving. Do not accept a life of numbness. Healing is what you are meant for. Peace is your birthright. Laughter will return to your lips. The enemy wants you trapped in a cycle of grief because he fears what you will become once you are truly free. But that cycle ends today. My truth shatters every chain. You have been afraid to hope again, fearing that if you let yourself believe, you'll only be disappointed. But I am not a man who lies. I do not make promises that I fail to keep. My faithfulness has never wavered. Look back at your life, at every time you thought it was over. See how I sustained you. See how I carried you. See how I have turned your mourning into dancing before. And know that I will do it again. Let me be clear. Healing is not about forgetting. It's not about pretending the pain never happened. Healing is about remembering without being paralyzed. It's about feeling your emotions deeply, but not letting them control you. It's about carrying the memory without the heaviness. I will not erase your past. I will redeem it. I will use it to strengthen your voice, to deepen your compassion, to fill you with wisdom. The very wounds that almost destroyed you will become pathways of healing for others. There are people who need what you have survived. There are souls wandering in the darkness you once knew, and your light will lead them out. That is why your restoration matters. That is why you must rise. Your healing is not just for you. It's about your legacy. It's about your purpose. It's about the impact you will have for my kingdom. When you walk in freedom, you create space for others to follow. As I heal you, I will expand your influence. I will place leadership in your hands, not for status, but for service. Not for control, but for compassion. But first, let me complete the work in you. Let me dig out the roots of sorrow that have entangled your joy. Let me tear down the mental strongholds that whisper, "This is your permanent reality." No, my child, that was a season. This is a transformation, and seasons always change. This new chapter is being written with my ink, not the ink of pain. It will read differently, it will sound different, it will carry the scent of victory. I want you to start speaking differently. Stop saying, "I'm broken beyond repair." Stop declaring it's too late for me. Stop agreeing with the voice of the accuser. Start agreeing with me. Say what I say. Speak life over yourself. Call yourself healed, even if the process isn't finished yet. Call yourself free, even if the chains still rattle. Because faith speaks of things not yet seen as though they already exist. Faith speaks the language of heaven, and I will honor that faith. I will meet you in every word spoken in trust. I will move mountains in response to your surrender. I will fill your reality with the fullness of my presence. But you must make room for me. Silence the noise. Step away from the chaos. Close the door to fear and open the window of worship. Let your praise be a protest against sadness. Let your thanksgiving be a declaration of war against hopelessness. I have not called you to carry this alone. That is why I have placed my Spirit within you. He is your comforter, your counselor, and your strength. He groans for you when you can't find the words. He intercedes with power when your faith feels fragile. You are never alone, never unsupported, never outnumbered. Heaven is on your side. My angels surround you. My love covers you, and I will not leave you stranded. I will walk with you all the way through the grief, through the fear, through the transition. You will not drown in these waters. You will walk on them, not because you are strong, but because you have fixed your eyes on me. Keep walking, child. Don't stop in the valley. Don't build your home in sadness. This is not your final address. You are passing through. And on the other side, joy is waiting. Wholeness is waiting. I am waiting. This is the beginning of your rising. Believe it, receive it, speak it, for the night is ending and a new day is dawning. My beloved, as I continue to reveal the layers of my truth in your heart, know this for certain. You were never meant to be led by your emotions. Feelings may rise and fall like waves, but you are not to be tossed about by them. I designed you to walk in authority, not just over your circumstances, but over the inner turmoil that tries to steal your peace. Sadness may knock, but it should not find a throne in your life. It may touch your soul, but it must not take hold of your spirit. I have given you power over every lie that torments you, and that power is found in my word, which lives within you. You may not feel strong today, but strength is not a feeling. It is a truth, and the truth is, I am your strength. In your weakness, I am made mighty. In your lowest moments, I show my greatest glory. I don't need you to be perfect. I need you to be willing. Willing to lay it all down, willing to trust, willing to come back to me again and again until your heart remembers that peace isn't found in having all the answers. It's found in me. The sadness you feel didn't come from your spirit. It came from the brokenness of a world that has forgotten me. But you are not of this world. You are not a citizen of sorrow. You are a child of promise. Your name is written on the palm of my hand. Every tear you have cried is in my bottle. Every sigh, every deep breath, every ache of your soul has been heard. And I respond not just with comfort, but with a complete transformation. You must stop rehearsing your pain and start declaring my promises. What you focus on will grow. If you dwell on defeat, you will live in discouragement. But if you fill your mind with my faithfulness, joy will rise in you like the morning sun. Remember what I have done. Meditate on what I have said. Recall the victories I have already won for you. Let the memories of my goodness become the fuel for your future. You've asked me, why do I still feel this way, even though I believe in you? And I tell you this, belief is the entrance, but abiding is the key. You believe in me, yes, but have you allowed my words to take deep root in your heart? Not just when your emotions are high, but in the quiet, in the daily routine, in the moments no one sees. True relief, lasting joy, and unshakable peace are not found in temporary inspiration, but in a daily connection with me. So let's go deeper. I don't want you to treat my word like a quick fix or a nice quote. I want you to live in it, to let it sink into your spirit until it changes how you see, think, and speak. Let my word become more real to you than your current mood, more solid than your temporary emotions. My word is a rock, and when you build your life on it, no wave of grief or fear can knock you down. This is how healing begins, not in one dramatic event, but in 1,000 small choices to trust me again. Each time you praise me, even when you feel like crying, healing begins. Each time you refuse to isolate yourself and instead invite me into your pain, healing begins. Each time you declare, God is with me, even when your voice trembles, healing begins. Do not despise the process. The greatest transformations often seem slow on the outside, but they are a miracle happening at the very core of your being. Let me show you what is truly happening. Your sorrow has been like soil, dark, heavy, and hidden. But underneath I have been planting seeds of endurance, compassion, and divine perspective. And now the rain of my presence is causing those seeds to sprout. Your roots are growing deep, your soul is becoming stable, and soon others will find comfort in the story of your perseverance. You will no longer be known as the one who suffered in silence. You will be known as the one who rose in power, the one who radiates peace, the one who sings even in the darkest night, the one who speaks wisdom born from pain, but saturated in my glory. I will make your scars shine. I will turn your wounds into wells of refreshing for the weary, and people will ask, how did they make it through? And your life will be the answer. because God was with me. I am walking with you through this valley, not to leave you there, but to lead you out stronger than you were before. And when you look back, you won't just see the pain, you will see the footprints of my faithfulness. You will see the hands that carried you. You will see the light that never left your side. And you will say with complete confidence, even here, God was good. So get up, even if all you can do is sit up straight. Praise me, even if your voice cracks with tears. Speak my truth, even if your hands shake. Because every step you take is a declaration that sadness does not own you. Grief may visit, but it will not define you. My joy is on its way. My healing is flowing. My voice is calling. And this time you will respond differently. You will respond with strength, with hope, and with a vision that sadness cannot steal, because my word, my living, breathing, unshakable word, is lifting you higher. Now listen, my beloved, for I am not finished speaking life into you. You have seen how sadness tries to wrap itself around you like a well-worn cloak, whispering that it is part of who you are. But today I am tearing that false covering off of you. You are not wrapped in despair. You are clothed in righteousness. You are not bound by grief. You are covered in grace. I am calling you out from under the weight of sorrow and into the lightness of my joy. For my burden is light and my yoke is easy. And I do not want you to carry what I have already taken upon myself at the cross. Let me make this clear. Sadness is not your inheritance. Peace is. Depression is not your legacy. Victory is. Emotional turmoil is not your destiny. Freedom is. And I don't just offer freedom as a concept. I embody it. When you invite me into your pain, you are inviting the very essence of liberty. For where my spirit is, there is freedom. Not just during church services, not just when worship music is playing, but in the ordinary moments of your life, in your car, in your room, in the silent times when you feel forgotten. I am there, and I bring freedom with me. Some of you have become comfortable with your sorrow because it has been with you for so long. It has shaped how you see your life, yourself, and even how you see me. But I am telling you, this is not how your story ends. I am rewriting the narrative of your life. I am erasing the ink of grief and writing joy with my own hand. I am not intimidated by the depth of your pain. I do my greatest work in broken places. I perform my most powerful miracles in the midst of a mess. Yes, even now as you read these words, something is changing. Not just in your emotions, but in your spirit. I am untying the knots of trauma that have tightened around your soul. I am healing the memories that haunt you. I am silencing the accusations that play like a loop in your mind. You have replayed the loss, the betrayal, the tragedy over and over, believing that if you could just understand it, you could finally move on. But understanding is not what brings healing. My presence does. So stop trying to figure it all out and just let me in. I am the healer, not just of bodies but of hearts, not just of diseases but of despair. And I am healing you now, little by little, one layer at a time. You don't have to rush this. You just need to keep coming to me. Don't let shame keep you at a distance. Don't let fatigue steal your hunger for me. Even if all you can offer is a broken hallelujah, I will receive it. Even if your prayers are silent groans, I will understand them. I don't need elegant words. I need honesty. And I promise you, my child, I will meet you in your truth. I know what you have lost. I know who left. I know the dreams that died, the expectations that shattered. And I care. I care more than you know. But I also know what lies ahead. I see the joy that is waiting just beyond this valley. I see the divine surprises I have prepared for you. I see the new dreams I have planted, the new relationships I am nurturing, the fresh purpose I am creating from what once felt like ashes. You don't have to forget what happened. You just have to stop letting it define you. Your identity is not the person who was abandoned, the one who failed, the one who never healed. I am calling you by a new name, Overcomer, Beloved, Ho, and anointed. That is who you are. That is who you have always been. And that truth will become louder than any lie of sorrow if you let it take root in your spirit. I want to teach you how to rejoice in the middle of the process, not with fake joy, but with a real, deep, soul-satisfying joy that cannot be shaken. The kind of joy that laughs even with tears in its eyes. The kind that worships me not because everything is perfect, but because I am still good. That kind of joy is your weapon. Use it. Release it. Let it rise from within you. It will confuse the enemy. It will scatter darkness. It will change the atmosphere around you. You don't need a perfect situation to praise me. You need a willing heart. And when you praise me through the pain, through the confusion, through the waiting, something powerful happens. Heaven opens, chains break, and healing begins to flow. I move when you worship me. I live in your praise. So lift your voice, not because you feel strong, but because you trust me to be your strength. You are not just a recipient of comfort. You are a dispenser of comfort. The same way I am healing you, I will use you to heal others. You will not only be restored, you will become a restorer. You will speak life into those who think they are beyond repair. You will carry hope into rooms filled with despair. Your story will be a lifeline for those who are still drowning in silence. So come, my child, come boldly to me. I am not far. I have never been far. I have walked with you every step, even when you couldn't see me. I have caught every tear. I have heard every cry. I have seen every trembling act of faith, and I am proud of you. Yes, proud. You didn't give up. You kept holding on, and now I am rewarding your endurance, not just with relief but with renewal. Let this word be planted deeply in your heart. Sadness is not your future. I am. My joy is, my promises are, my spirit is, and my presence will lead you out of this valley. Not someday, not maybe, but right now. My beloved child, pause with me and take a deep breath. Let this moment be sacred. Let this be the place where your sorrow gives up its hold and your soul begins to remember who I truly am. I am not a voice of condemnation that tells you to pretend everything is okay. I am the voice of truth that sits with you in the ashes and gently says, you don't have to stay here. Yes, I meet you where you are, but I never leave you there. I am the God who calls you forward, the God who lifts the weary and restores what was lost. There is no grief too deep for my healing to reach, no night too long for my light to break through. I am the morning star, and I shine even before the dawn. When it is darkest, that is when you can see me best. And child, I have not only been close to you in your pain, I have been carrying you. Every time you thought, I can't do this anymore, it was my strength holding you up. Every time you thought I'm all alone, it was my spirit whispering hope into your heart, even when you couldn't hear it with your ears. I have been closer than your very breath. So I ask you again, will you give me all of it? The sorrow, the guilt, the fear, the fatigue, the questions that seem to have no answers. Will you place them fully in my hands, not just in part, and trust me to turn them into something beautiful? I do not waste pain. I do not ignore tears. I do not disregard the ache in your soul. What others overlook, I cherish. What others rush past, I sit with. I am the God who sees, and I see what others have missed in you. I see the strength hidden beneath the sadness. I see the warrior behind the wounds. I see the potential buried under the pain. The world sees brokenness, but I see you in the process of becoming. The world sees a delay, but I see divine preparation. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are exactly where I need you to be for the next miracle I am about to release. So stay close to me. Keep listening. Keep trusting. You are on holy ground. Even in this valley, the sorrow you have carried has made you sensitive, not in a way that makes you weak, but in a way that gives you compassion. What once crushed you is becoming a bridge to lift others. That is the power of redemption. That is the testimony I am building in you. You don't have to pretend you have no scars. Your scars will speak louder than perfection ever could. They are proof that you have overcome, Proof that you are still here. Proof that I have never let you go. But hear me. The time for merely surviving is over. I am calling you to thrive, to step out of the shadows and live with purpose again. Not just existing, not just hoping for things to get better someday, but knowing that I am making all things new right now. Your hope no longer has to be fragile. Your joy no longer has to be conditional. You have been walking on eggshells, afraid of the next heartbreak. But I say to you, walk boldly, walk with confidence. My goodness is not running out. My mercy is not limited. My love is not uncertain. You are safe in me. Let me show you how to dream again. Let me teach you how to laugh from your gut, not just from your lips. Let me remind you what it feels like to expect good things instead of fearing trouble. This is not blind optimism. It is a resurrected faith, and that faith is rising in you again. Can you feel it? It's that small stirring in your spirit, that whisper of, maybe it's not over. Don't ignore it. Don't explain it away. That is me. I am awakening what sadness tried to bury. You will dream again. You will make plans again. You will rejoice again. And this time, that joy will not be tainted by the fear of losing it. This joy will last because it comes from me, not from circumstances, not from people, but from the source of my spirit within you. I am doing a new thing, and it is starting in your heart. It starts with you saying, "Yes, Lord, I am ready to live again." I will place people around you who carry my heart, people who will hold up your arms when you are tired, speak truth when you forget, and pray for you when you cannot find the words. You were never meant to do this alone. I am building a circle of support around you. A family of faith, a tribe of encouragers who will walk with you as I lead you into fullness. Do not isolate yourself. Do not retreat in fear. Community is a part of your healing. And as you heal, as you rise, I will begin to open doors that no one can shut. You thought certain opportunities were lost forever, but I tell you, watch what I restore. Watch how I redeem the time. What you thought was a detour will become the foundation for a destiny more beautiful than you could ever imagine. Your tears have watered the soil, and now the harvest is on its way. It will not just be a blessing, it will be more than a blessing. Not just what you need, but more than you asked for. That is who I am, so keep coming to me, not just when the sadness is unbearable, but every day. Let me be your daily bread, your living water, your safe place. I don't just want to rescue you. I want to walk with you through joy, through laughter, through all the victories yet to come. Because your story is not just about surviving sorrow, it is about stepping into a supernatural joy. My child, as I continue to reveal the tapestry of your healing, let me anchor you in this eternal truth. You were never meant to be defined by the shadows of your past, but to be guided by the light of who I am. Your life is not a tragedy, it is a testimony in the making. And even though sadness may have written some of the chapters, it is I, the Lord your Redeemer, who holds the pen. And I am writing a magnificent ending. Your tears, as real as they are not the final word. I speak joy. I speak hope. I speak resurrection over every lifeless part of your soul. You have mourned long enough. You have sat in your pain long enough. And yes, I have been there with you. I never rushed your healing. I never forced a smile on your face. I never downplayed what you felt. But now I speak as the one who has all power. Rise. Come up from the grave of despair. Step out of the cave of isolation. Come forth like Lazarus and leave the grave clothes behind. Sadness is not your identity. Depression is not your name. You are not defined by your darkest day. You are defined by my eternal light. You may ask, but what if I feel sad again? Listen to me, child. It may come knocking, but you no longer have to open the door. You are no longer its home. You have authority now, the authority to stand on my word and declare this space belongs to the Lord. And when you do, my peace will rush in like a flood. Sadness has no right to stay in a house filled with praise. Despair cannot breathe in an atmosphere saturated with my spirit. Sadness has tried to steal your laughter, but I say it will return. Not forced laughter, not fake smiles. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Holy joy, the kind that bubbles up from your spirit and spills out even when life isn't perfect. That joy is your strength, and I am restoring it. You will laugh again without guilt. You will enjoy life without fear. You will dance without shame. And when you do, the enemy will tremble because he will know you are no longer in his grasp. Don't be surprised if old emotions try to come back. Healing is not a straight line. It is a sacred journey. There may be days when memories return and your heart feels heavy, but those days are no longer your masters. They are opportunities for me to minister to you again. I do not grow tired of healing you. I do not grow weary of holding you. I am not impatient with your journey. I am committed to you, and I will walk with you every single time you need me. I am the God who stays. And as you step into this new level of freedom, you will begin to feel a call to help others rise as well. Because healing is not a gift to be hoarded. It is a river meant to flow. I am placing a mantle on your life. You who once sat in sorrow will now speak life to those who are still bound by it. You who once cried in the night will now prophesy a new day to others. I am commissioning you not just to survive, but to lead. Not just to recover, but to rebuild. You are becoming a voice in the wilderness, preparing the way for healing to come to many. Your story matters. Your scars matter. Your survival is not random. It is part of a divine plan. I allowed the breaking not to crush you, but to release the fragrance of my glory from within you. The anointing you now carry is precious, and it will flow with power. When you speak, chains will break. When you pray, the atmosphere will shift. When you worship, the heavens will open because you have been with me in the fire, and now you walk in the fire of my spirit. But I remind you that this freedom must be nurtured. Stay close to me. Guard your heart. Fill your mind with my word. Don't go back to the habits or environments that fueled your sadness. Choose life daily. Choose joy intentionally. Worship me on the days you don't feel like it. Speak truth when lies are loudest. This is how you maintain the victory I have given you. I am also renewing your perspective. For too long, pain has colored how you see the world, how you view people, and even how you understand my love. But I am giving you new eyes. Eyes that see possibilities, not just problems. Eyes that can see beauty again. Eyes that see me in everything. You will begin to notice how I have been with you all along. In the kindness of a stranger, in the gentle breeze, in the lyrics of a song, in the quiet moments when you felt a shift in your soul. That was me. It has always been me. I know that sadness once made you numb. You stopped dreaming, stopped reaching, and stopped expecting anything good to happen. But I declare to you, dream again, try again, love again, take risks again, hope again. You are not fragile anymore. You are strengthened by grace. You are no longer who you were in the valley. Something new is being born in you. Something holy, something powerful. Let it grow. Let it stretch you. Let it become the very thing that defines this next season of your life. And know this, I rejoice over you. Not just when you do everything right, not just when you feel strong, but even now, right now, as you read these words with a fragile hope, I rejoice over you with singing. You are my delight, my treasure, my masterpiece, and I am not disappointed in your journey. I am proud of your persistence. You are exactly who I created you to be, a reflection of my glory, rising from sorrow into a supernatural joy. My beloved child, pause with me and take a deep breath. Let this moment be sacred. Let this be the place where your sorrow gives up its hold and your soul begins to remember who I truly am. I am not a voice of condemnation that tells you to pretend everything is okay. I am the voice of truth that sits with you in the ashes and gently says, You don't have to stay here. Yes, I meet you where you are, but I never leave you there. I am the God who calls you forward, the God who lifts the weary and restores what was lost. There is no grief too deep for my healing to reach, no night too long for my light to break through. I am the morning star, and I shine even before the dawn. When it is darkest, that is when you can see me best. And child, I have not only been close to you in your pain, I have been carrying you. Every time you thought, I can't do this anymore, it was my strength holding you up. Every time you thought, I'm all alone, it was my spirit whispering hope into your heart, even when you couldn't hear it with your ears. I have been closer than your very breath, so I ask you again, will you give me all of it? The sorrow, the guilt, the fear, the fatigue, the questions that seem to have no answers. Will you place them fully in my hands, not just in part, and trust me to turn them into something beautiful? I do not waste pain. I do not ignore tears. I do not disregard the ache in your soul. What others overlook, I cherish. What others rush past, I sit with. I am the God who sees, and I see what others have missed in you. I see the strength hidden beneath the sadness. I see the warrior behind the wounds. I see the potential buried under the pain. The world sees brokenness, but I see you in the process of becoming. The world sees a delay, but I see divine preparation. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are exactly where I need you to be for the next miracle I'm about to release. So stay close to me. Keep listening. Keep trusting. You are on holy ground. Even in this valley, the sorrow you have carried has made you sensitive, not in a way that makes you weak, but in a way that gives you compassion. What once crushed you is becoming a bridge to lift others. That is the power of redemption. That is the testimony I am building in you. You don't have to pretend you have no scars. Your scars will speak louder than perfection ever could. They are proof that you have overcome, proof that you are still here, proof that I have never let you go. But hear me, the time for merely surviving is over. I am calling you to thrive, to step out of the shadows and live with purpose again. Not just existing, not just hoping for things to get better someday, but knowing that I am making all things new right now. Your hope no longer has to be fragile. Your joy no longer has to be conditional. You have been walking on eggshells, afraid of the next heartbreak. But I say to you, walk boldly. Walk with confidence. My goodness is not running out. My mercy is not limited. My love is not uncertain. You are safe in me. Let me show you how to dream again. Let me teach you how to laugh from your gut, not just from your lips. Let me remind you what it feels like to expect good things instead of fearing trouble. This is not blind optimism. It is a resurrected faith, and that faith is rising in you again. Can you feel it? It's that small stirring in your spirit, that whisper of, maybe it's not over. Don't ignore it. Don't explain it away. That is me. I am awakening what sadness tried to bury. You will dream again. You will make plans again. You will rejoice again. And this time, that joy will not be tainted by the fear of losing it. This joy will last because it comes from me. Not from circumstances, not from people, but from the source of my spirit within you. I am doing a new thing, and it is starting in your heart. It starts with you saying, "Yes, Lord, I am ready to live again." I will place people around you who carry my heart. People who will hold up your arms when you are tired, speak truth when you forget, and pray for you when you cannot find the words. You were never meant to do this alone. I am building a circle of support around you, a family of faith, a tribe of encouragers who will walk with you as I lead you into fullness. Do not isolate yourself. Do not retreat in fear. Community is a part of your healing. And as you heal, as you rise, I will begin to open doors that no one can shut. You thought certain opportunities were lost forever, but I tell you, watch what I restore. Watch how I redeem the time. What you thought was a detour will become the foundation for a destiny more beautiful than you could ever imagine. Your tears have watered the soil. and now the harvest is on its way. It will not just be a blessing, it will be more than a blessing. Not just what you need, but more than you asked for. That is who I am. So keep coming to me, not just when the sadness is unbearable, but every day. Let me be your daily bread, your living water, your safe place. I don't just want to rescue you. I want to walk with you through joy, through laughter, through all the victories yet to come. Because your story is not just about surviving sorrow. It is about stepping into a supernatural joy. My beloved, take this moment and recognize the change, not just in your circumstances, but in your spirit. You are no longer living from the outside in. You are starting to live from the inside out. You are learning to draw from the well of my spirit within you, instead of waiting for your environment to make you feel joyful. This is true maturity. This is divine strength. This is what it means to be rooted in me. And as you remain rooted, I will cause your branches to reach further than you ever imagined. Sadness will no longer be the loudest voice in your heart. I have silenced it with my truth. It may whisper from the edges of your mind, but you now have the authority to silence it, not by denying it, but by declaring my truth. Declare my promises. Declare my goodness. Declare that you are healed, whole, and held. Let your words agree with heaven. Let your speech be filled with faith, for every word you speak in alignment with my heart is like a sword in the spirit. It tears down strongholds and builds up peace. You are becoming fluent in my language, the language of restoration, promise, and joy. And this language is not learned in comfort, but in spiritual battles. You have gained this fluency through tears and perseverance, through waiting and pressing in, through refusing to give up when every part of you wanted to. I see that fight. I honor that fight. And now I am placing a mantle on you, the mantle of an encourager, a light bearer, and a joy releaser. This joy I give you is not fragile. It does not break under pressure. It does not run away from adversity. It stands firm because it is rooted in who I am. The enemy cannot fake it. The world cannot understand it. It is supernatural, and it is yours. Yes, it's yours, not earned but given as a gift. Take it. Let it become the rhythm of your life. Wake up with it, walk with it, work with it, worship with it. Joy is not an interruption. It is your new way of living. I know there will still be moments of sorrow. That is a part of living in a world that is not yet fully restored. But now you know where to take that sorrow. Now you know who to turn to. And I will meet you every single time. You will no longer spiral into despair. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. You will soar. You will not be defeated. You will overcome. Because sadness is no longer your master. I am. And I am a good, kind, and joyful master who delights in blessing his children. Let me remind you, your emotions are not your enemies. I gave them to you, but they must not control you. They must serve your spirit, not rule it. When sadness arises, don't condemn yourself. Invite me in. Let me walk with you through it. Let me transform it. And you will come out of it not diminished but deeper, not broken but built, not weary but wise. This is how I grow my children, not by protecting them from storms, but by strengthening them to stand through them. You are learning to live with open hands now, no longer holding on tightly to what you thought you needed to survive, no longer grasping for control. You are learning to trust me with everything, with your past, your healing, and your future. And I will prove myself to be faithful. You will not be abandoned. You will not be left in the middle of your journey. I finish what I start, and what I have started in you, I will bring to completion with beauty, with glory, and with the sound of victory echoing in every part of your life. Yes, victory is your portion, not a small win, not a temporary feeling. Total triumph. Triumph over despair. Triumph over old habits. Triumph over generational sorrow. You are the one I have chosen to break the cycle. You are the turning point in your family line. What stopped your ancestors will not stop you. Where they were silenced, you will sing. Where they were stuck, you will soar. The chains are breaking with you, and the blessing begins with you. I will pour out my spirit on your home. Your children will inherit joy, not sorrow. Your marriage, your friendships, your finances, your dreams, everything connected to you will come under the influence of heaven because you chose to rise, because you dared to believe that I could take what was meant for evil and turn it for good. And I will. Oh, how I will. There will be days ahead when others will look at you and ask, "How did you change so much? How are you so calm now?" And you will smile, not with pride, but with awe, because you will know it was me. Not your striving, not your discipline, not your intelligence, but my mercy, my presence, and my love. You will tell others about me, and your testimony will break chains off of them. The ripple effect of your healing will touch more lives than you can count. So take this moment and praise me, not for what you feel, but for what you know. Praise me that the night is over. Praise me that sadness is losing its grip. Praise me that you are alive, not just physically, but spiritually. Praise me for the future, because I hold it. Praise me for the now, because I am in it. Praise me not because I need it, but because you do. Your praise aligns your soul with the truth. My child, you have come so far, and the best is not behind you. The best is ahead. Let that truth fill you with hope. Let it burn like a fire in your bones. You are moving from mourning to dancing, from ashes to beauty, from heaviness to praise. Now, my beloved child, breathe in the atmosphere I have created around you. Can you feel it? The air is different because you are different. You are no longer walking in circles of sorrow. You are stepping forward into the destiny I designed for you before the world began. What once held you back is now in the past. What once drained your strength is now powerless against the might of my joy within you. This is not a temporary feeling of happiness. This is not a brief moment of relief. This is a spiritual rebirth. This is your awakening. You are walking into a season where peace will protect you like an army, where hope will stand guard at your door like a watchman. Sadness will no longer be your automatic reaction to pressure. Anxiety will no longer be the constant backdrop of your life. You are stepping into a peace that is beyond human understanding, a peace that makes no sense to others because it comes not from your circumstances, but from my spirit living fully within you. You will radiate this peace in your eyes, in your words, in your presence. People will feel calmer around you, not because of you, but because I am with you. Do you see now what I have been preparing you for? Your sorrow had a purpose. It led you to me. It softened the hard places in your heart. It broke the pride that told you that you could do it alone. It emptied you of yourself so that I could fill you with myself. And now you are full, not just emotionally, but spiritually, eternally, and gloriously. You carry heaven inside you. You carry me. And no darkness, no sadness, no lie from the enemy can undo what I have sealed. You will still face challenges. This life is not without trouble, but you will no longer be crushed under their weight. You are now equipped. You are fortified by my truth, surrounded by my grace, and empowered by my spirit. And when trials come, you will respond differently. No longer with fear, but with faith. No longer with despair, but with wisdom. You will say, "This too shall pass. My God is with me. My joy is untouchable, and hell will tremble at your confidence. I am raising you up as a voice in the wilderness, a prophetic soul who can speak light where there is none. Your tongue is now anointed, not for flattery, but for fire, not for complaining, but for declaring. When you speak my word, angels are sent out, atmospheres shift, healing breaks out, and it all flows from a heart that was once buried in sadness, but is now brought to life by my glory. Your journey has made you sensitive to the pain of others. That is not a weakness, it is a weapon. You will see what others miss. You will hear the silent cries. You will recognize the heaviness behind the fake smiles. And you will bring my comfort, not out of pity, but out of power. You are not offering temporary fixes. You are carrying the balm of Gilead, the very presence of the healer. Your hands will become instruments of healing. Your prayers will have weight in heaven. Your worship will become a weapon of spiritual warfare. Your very silence will carry authority. You will walk into rooms and the atmosphere will change because the darkness remembers you. It remembers when you were at your lowest, and now it sees you risen. It sees you unshaken. It sees you anointed, and it knows you are a threat to every chain it hoped to keep bound. Do not minimize what I have done in you. Do not dismiss this transformation as small. What has happened in your soul is monumental in the spiritual world. Angels rejoice over your healing. Heaven celebrates your surrender. And I delight in you. I rejoice over you with singing. I dance over you with joy. You are my masterpiece, my miracle, my messenger, and I will continue to lead you. This is only the beginning. I will show you places of joy you have never known. I will walk you through fields of promise, vineyards of blessing, and rivers of living water. You will rest in green pastures. You will feast in the presence of your enemies. You will anoint others with the same oil that once anointed your own wounds. And you will never be the same. So don't look back. Don't mourn the season I have brought you out of. It served its purpose. It shaped you. It refined you. But it no longer defines you. I am doing a new thing. Can you not see it? It is springing up even now. Streams in the desert, beauty from ashes, joy from mourning, praise instead of despair. This is the exchange of my grace. Your story will be told not with pity, but with power. Not as a victim, but as a victor. You will stand on platforms not built by people, but by my own hand. You will have influence not for your ego, but for my kingdom. You will shine not for fame, but for freedom. The world is waiting for the sound of your voice, for the weight of your testimony, and for the release of your joy. Don't hold it back. Don't hide it. Let it flow. Let it rise. Because you, my child, are proof that sadness does not win. You are evidence that my word heals, that my spirit restores, and that my joy is real. And through you, many will believe again. Many will rise again. Many will laugh again. Now, my child, let your soul rejoice, for the final seal has been placed on your restoration. You are no longer who you once were. You are no longer dressed in mourning, no longer sitting in the ashes of yesterday. You have stepped into the brilliance of my promise, and the beauty that now surrounds you is not temporary. It is eternal. For what I have done in your heart is not just emotional healing. It is a divine transformation. You have walked through the fire, and now you emerge refined, anointed, and ready. This final chapter is not an ending. It is the beginning of a new movement in your life. A holy momentum will begin to build around you. Doors will open, not because of luck, but because of your destiny. Opportunities will arise not because you forced them, but because I orchestrated them. You are stepping into divine alignment, and sadness no longer has the authority to slow your progress. Let me declare this clearly. You are a vessel of my glory. You carry my presence. When you walk with angels. When you speak, heaven agrees with your words. When you move, darkness retreats. You are no longer fighting for joy. You are fighting from a place of joy. And that change in perspective changes everything. You are no longer reactive, but prophetic. No longer fragile, but filled with a fiery purpose. You are a threat to the enemy now because you know who you are. You are mine, and I will not allow you to slip back into sorrow. I will sustain you. I will protect what I have started in you. Yes, you will still need to choose joy every day. You will still have to guard your heart. But now you are equipped. Now you are armed with truth. Now you are led by wisdom and not by your wounds. And I will walk with you, whispering reminders of what we have been through together. When the world forgets, when you even forget, I will remind you. You are whole. You are holy. You are free, my beloved. Your days of just surviving are over. Now you thrive. You will plant gardens in places of ruin. You will build altars in places that once held pain. You will carry joy into spaces where sorrow once ruled. You will lift others with the same comfort I gave you. You are a light in this world, a city on a hill, a beacon for the broken. And through you, my glory will touch lives you never thought you could reach. Never again question your worth. Never again believe that joy is out of your reach. Never again allow sadness to define who you are. Let your heart beat with this truth. You are chosen. You are cherished. You are commissioned. Your future is not shaped by fear, but by faith. Your next chapter is not uncertain. It is sealed with my promise. I go before you to prepare the way. I walk beside you to guide your steps. I live within you to sustain your soul. Let your worship rise, not because everything is perfect, but because I am present. Sing not out of obligation, but out of a heart that is full. Dance not for attention, but because your chains have fallen. Speak not to be heard, but to declare freedom for others. You are my voice on the earth, my hands of healing, my heart in motion. You carry a sound that breaks strongholds. You carry a light that will not be hidden. Now go, my child, go into the world with a joy that cannot be stolen, with a peace that is beyond understanding, with a courage that confuses the enemy. Go with the fire of revival in your spirit. Go with the certainty that you are no longer broken but blessed, no longer lost but led, no longer crushed but called. This is not the same version of you who began this journey. This is a new creation, and I am proud of what you have become. Walk in this new identity. Speak with this new authority. Love with this new purity. Serve with this new humility. And when you meet others who are still trapped in sadness, don't judge them. Extend grace. Don't just give advice. Offer your presence. Let the healing I have given you flow through every word, every hug, every act of kindness. Let your life become a living sermon that declares, God heals, God restores, God rejoices over his children. You are now a joy bringer, a peace speaker, a love giver, and nothing will ever take that from you. I have placed my mark on your life. I have crowned your head with compassion. I have called you radiant, and all of heaven celebrates what you have overcome. This is your new beginning. Walk boldly, live freely, love deeply. Psalm. Because your sadness has been turned to joy. Your silence has become a song. Your weariness has been exchanged for wonder. And I, your God, your Father, your friend, I am with you forevermore. Amen. If this word has stirred your heart, share it. Let my message reach those who are hungry for hope. My beloved child, extend this light to someone waiting in silence. Your act of sharing may be their moment of breakthrough. These words are more than comfort. They're a call to action, a reminder of who you truly are. The world may feel heavy, but within you is a strength not born of this world. You were made for such days as these. You were formed for truth, for purpose, for love that cannot be shaken. If your heart found refuge here, subscribe and come back. There's more ahead, more truth, more light, more power to awaken in you. Pass this message along to someone whose spirit needs lifting. Until we return, keep your heart open, your faith strong, and your eyes fixed on the one who called you. Amen.